G'day guys, Ryan from ASWELL Discovery here. On today's video I'm just doing an install on the HPD transmission cooler for a two-wheel drive Isuzu DMAX. This is part 2. Last week I fitted a PDI intercooler, which I'll link at the end of this video. So yeah, pretty much the owner is driving up north and doing long distance drives, towing a trailer for work, so he just wanted to make sure that the cooler was up for the job, and he's eliminating the factory one as he doesn't want any chance of coolant tranny oil contamination. So I'll take you back to the beginning and show you how to install it. Alright guys, so this is what you get in the kit. So obviously your oil cooler, inlet, outlet hose, some hose sheathing for any friction spots, all the relevant fittings required, and 2 quite nice looking mounting brackets. And just after having a flick through the instructions, they're quite nicely detailed. It's just important to note I'm not affiliated with HPD at all, so any dramas that I do come across during the video I will let you guys know. Let's get to it. Right, so I've just had this hose sitting in boiling hot water from the kettle to loosen it up so that I can hopefully slide it over this fitting here. It's been in there for like 3 minutes, so I'm going to give it a crack. Chances are it probably won't slide straight on and I might have to keep heating it up, so I'm just going to put it on a time lapse for you so you don't have to watch me struggle because I will be. So I've been trying for about half an hour now to get those fittings on the hose with no luck. So I've just put the fittings in the freezer, and hopefully tomorrow morning the freezing cold fittings and the kettle water it with the hose should be enough. So I ended up changing the hose to 10mm tranny hose because I just gave up. I was defeated, and it's gone on easy. So they're both on there. Fittings are on nice and tight. All I got to do now is run the hoses through the gap and loop them up to the original cooler lines.
Gabby, Gabby.
Hi. Dude.
Hello.
It's actually really, like, how bittersweet. Wait. Get away from it.
Where's your cookie? Where's your cookie?
I just love my clients.
All right.
I've been hanging on for so long.
So you got to drop your engine mesh plate off. 14mm bolts
To get to the tranny lines, nice and easy. Alright guys, so I'm underneath the radiator right now, and these are your transmission cooler lines that are built into the radiator itself. So left hand side one, as you're looking towards the front of the car, so from the driver's seat forward, left hand side hose is your oil feed from the transmission, and right hand side is return back to the transmission. So the owner requested that we bypass the original factory cooler because he doesn't want any chance of coolant getting into his tranny. So all we're going to do is bottom hose of the cooler is going to go to the oil feed, and top hose of the cooler is going to go to oil return, and we're going to do that now. Alrighty guys, so it's morning time, and as you guys see, last night we got the cooler obviously fitted. Just give you guys a better look at it now that it's daytime, just in case I was shitty with my camera work, because I just wanted to get it finished. But as I said last night, we bypassed the original cooler and just went straight onto. There we go, that's better. It's currently under the car, looking towards the front. Left hand hose is to the, get this light in a good spot. Alright, so left hand hose or top pipe coming from the transmission is going to your bottom hose. So that's transmission outlet hose, goes to the bottom of the cooler, and then the lower hose goes to the top of the cooler, which is your return. And all we've done with the original factory cooler is just loop the hose to bypass it entirely. Owner didn't want any chances of coolant and tranny oil mixing, so we've just eliminated that. I've already set the tranny level, but I'm just going to run you through how to do it now. Right, so we're currently under the car. This is a 2-wheel drive DMAX, so the level plug I think might be in a different spot on the 4-wheel drive model. I'm not 100% confident. Driver's side, by the drive shaft, you see a 24mm plug just above your rear gearbox mate. So that there is your fuel plug for your tranny. And then underneath, so at the rear of the tranny, which is where my finger is, this is your drain plug if you're doing a service. And this Allen key, I think it's a 5mm, is your level plug. So what you want to do is get your tranny temps to 47 to 53 degrees, the tranny oil temperature. You pull this plug out and you should have a tiny trickle of oil coming out of this plug when the car is running. When the car isn't running, if you pull that plug out, you're going to get a hell of a lot of oil come out of it. So don't pull that plug until the car is actually idling. And yeah, you don't actually lose much oil doing the cooler install, so you might need to chuck about a litre of oil in, but apart from that, she's pretty sweet. So 24mm socket for the filler plug on the right hand side of the gearbox by the drive shaft, and then 5mm Allen key for the level plug. Get it to operating temp of 47 to 53 degrees and leave the car running while you set the level.